Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Trendy Gadgets. Number 1. Demanding software. The number one reason a perfectly healthy Mac could have a loud fan is that the CPU or GPU is working really hard. When you use software that strains your Mac's resources, it begins to heat up since it has to clock more calculations to keep up. So video editing and 3D rendering software or even games could cause your Mac's fans to work harder so your laptop doesn't get too hot to do the job. Hot computers have to slow down. This is known as thermal throttling their processes until it's cool enough to keep up the pace. You can always quickly force quit apps using the force quit option in the Apple menu. And if you want to terminate a process, you can do it with Activity Monitor. Number 2. High ambient temperature. Did you notice that your Mac's fans have been working extra hard since you took it on vacation to a tropical place? What you saw was your fan working overtime to compensate for the extra heat in the area you're in. Generally speaking, heat like this can be bad for your Mac, and it may reach a point that fans can't do much more to help. The ambient temperature range to use your Mac shouldn't exceed 27 degrees Celsius or 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and as long as your Mac doesn't go beyond 70 degrees Celsius or 158 degrees Fahrenheit, it should be fine. You can learn more about PC operating temperatures in our dedicated guide. Using your Mac in a temperature-controlled environment is a good idea to avoid damaging it and stopping the fans from wearing so loud, and always try to avoid direct sunlight. Number 3. Running too many apps or browser tabs. We mentioned earlier that one demanding software could cause your Mac to overheat and fans to get too loud, but you should also note that many instances of non-demanding apps open at the same time could also cause your CPU and GPU to overwork and in turn cause your fan to buzz even louder. The same applies to browser tabs. Browsers can be very resource-intensive apps, and having so many tabs open at once is akin to having many instances of your browser open simultaneously. Therefore, if you're in the habit of not closing things when you're done with them, that could be what's causing your Mac's fans to go wild when you use it. Number 4. Poor ventilation. Macs with fans have vents on the chassis for the air to blow out. If you're looking for them, you'd probably find them on the sides, under, or behind the Mac. MacBooks also have them where the lid attaches to the keyboard, and blocking those vents could harm your Mac's cooling process, causing your fan to overact to keep up. Things like dust, film cover, or protective gear could block these vents, so removing them is a good idea if you suspect that might be the cause. Also, the space around the keyboards is very important for a MacBook's cooling, so we recommend you use a stand if you like to use your MacBook with the lid closed in clamshell mode. A stand will keep the Mac away from your desk and help it cool better. Lastly, you should avoid using your Mac on furniture like pillows, cushions, and beds because that could also block the vents. Number 5. Multiple displays. Using multiple displays is tasking on your Mac's GPU, which is significantly more pronounced when using high-resolution displays, so it's best to unplug one of the monitors when you hear your Mac's fans spinning ever so loudly, especially for a long duration. Number 6. Background processes. If you've stopped all draining applications and your Mac seems not to have anything serious open, but your fans are still spinning madly, then you might have a background process eating away at your computer resources. The best way to check for them is to launch Activity Monitor from the Launchpad or using Spotlight Search and click the CPU tab. Here you'll see what's draining your PC's resources. You can terminate the process by selecting it and clicking the X icon at the top of the window. Be careful not to stop any vital processes and ensure you know what you're ending before you end it. Number 7. SoC and RAM NVRAM issues. Intel Macs store hardware instructions in the SMC or RAM NVRAM. It's how your computer knows it was muted when you turn it on after a shutdown. If the instructions on them affect your fan, it could cause it to spin loudly for no reason. There are various ways to reset it depending on what kind of Mac you use, but we've listed all the ways in our guide on performing an SMC and RAM or NVRAM reset. If you use an Apple Silicon Mac, all you have to do is restart your computer. Number 8. Running an outdated OS. There are various reasons to update macOS, but you'll be pleased to find out noisy fans may be one of them. A newer OS means better drivers. Drivers are how software communicates with hardware, and better drivers mean your computer can thermoregulate better. To see if newer macOS version is available, go to System Settings, General Software, Update on your Mac. Number 9. Malware. An overloaded CPU is one of the signs your Mac is infected with a virus. And as mentioned earlier, overloaded CPUs often heat up, causing your fan to kick in to try to cool it down. While it's advisable to be proactive with your internet security and stick to trustworthy websites and programs, mistakes do happen. In that case, you should find good antivirus software to scan for malware and remove them from your Mac. Number 10. Dust and debris. When your Mac sucks in air, it also sucks in other elements such as dust. Dust can collect and weigh heavily on your fans, causing them to strain more as they move. Dust can also blanket your internals and cause extra insulation that can cause your Mac to overheat faster. You can carefully open up your Mac and clean out the dust. Or if you don't trust your skills enough, take it to an expert to clean it for you. All in all, keep your Mac dust-free to reduce fan noise and increase its longevity. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.